Okay, I know this video is late. You're just gonna have to punish me. Bring it on. And by the by, the 4 minutes rule has been abolished because we can't handle it. Good morning, Fiona. Every week we're going to do the photos we're taking every day through the whole of the year, and for that week we do the previous week's photos. But right here, right now, you're going to see all the photos that we've taken so far. Right? Yep, there should be passing along now. Yeah, all of them. Cool. Okay, so recently me and Fiona had a conversation in our IT class for how completely dweeby we were in year 7, and it got me thinking about how much of a nerd I've been throughout my entire life. So this video is going to be a little bit more about that. So, you know, any like 3-year-old girl, toddler girl loves dolls, like Barbie dolls or baby dolls that you carry around and pretend a baby. I didn't have any of that. Guess what I had instead? I had dinosaurs. Yep, toy dinosaurs. I didn't like dolls, I like dinosaurs. I'm 3 years old on Christmas Day, and my sister unwraps a present, and she's like, "Oh my god, it's a doll! It's like it's a baby plastic doll," and she's hugging it, and she's putting it in her little pram and everything. Like, then it shoots to a video of me lining up all the big dinosaurs against all the little dinosaurs, which I would say is kind of inaccurate, and making them attack each other, and going, "Oh no, yeah!" If I get that tape for you, I'll show it to you sometime, but yeah, so I'm a bit more of a nerd then. Then when I went to primary school, my first day at primary school, right, my love for dinosaurs was completely ridiculed and dashed. Because I went and picked up this dinosaur book. It was a little bookcase. I picked it up and I started reading it, and these 2 boys came up to me and they were like, they're the same age as me, and you can't read that. And I was like, why not? Because boys like dinosaurs, girls can't like dinosaurs, girls like pink. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they took the book away from me. I was like, oh, that's a bit weird. Any school play we did, I was part of, and I was normally quite a high part in it, not trying to sound braggy or snobby or anything. But I knew everybody else's lines, so I used to prompt them, I used to tell them what to do. I'd be like, this and this. Yes, say the line. I was such a bossy kid. I was really quite, like, pushy and told them what to do. I feel so ashamed looking back on it now. It's like, yeah. And then I went into year 3 and 4, and we didn't really know what science was then, but whenever we did a science class, I would be put into this group of people who I thought were really, really clever, and I didn't know that I was that good at science, and I used to think, why am I in this group? I'm gonna fail if I'm in this group. So that's kind of when I started to realise that I might be clever. And then in year 5 and 6, I never really fit in with anybody. There was a choice of 6 girls in my year. There was 6 girls in my year, and 2 of them were really immature, and they played with, like, like, a couple of years younger than them, because they didn't like playing with us. And then, so that's a choice of 3 other people, and I didn't fit in with them at all. I was totally an individual. It was like, at that point, it's not cool to be clever. It's never cool to be clever when you're in primary school. So I didn't really fit in, so I was kind of shoved out of that group, like, completely shoved, and I didn't understand why. I was like, oh, they're being really mean to me, but that's why, because I didn't fit in at all. Don't get me wrong, I went through my time of popularity. I moved up into high school, into year 7, secondary school, and I got some friends there, and this was my popular time for a little while. I was seen because I hung around with the popular kids. It didn't take long till I was shoved out of that group as well, because I was too uncool and too individual, because you know how it's cool to be a sheep these days. So I was basically shoved out of that, and I had no friends for like half of the year. But I did find some really nice friends, and we get on really well. Talking of friends, this is how sad Fiona was in year 7 of high school. She made this chart here that you're seeing now on Excel for fun, to rate all her teachers. She did this for 10 weeks for fun in class. I don't know. She was such a weirdo. I wasn't even this weird. But this is what she did in year 7. While I was off trying to find friends and trying to fit in somewhere, Fiona didn't even care. She was making these Excel spreadsheets to rate her lessons. So then in year 9, I was starting to get more and more into YouTube and into the internet and stuff. And my friend sent me this Charlie Is So Cool like video of him doing this Chameleon Circuit song, and I was like, oh, he's really cool. And she was like, I know, what an awesome idea, doing Doctor Who songs. And I was like, yeah, he seems really cool. And that's where it all started. And then I watched a couple more of his videos, and I thought he was so cool. I was like, oh my god, this guy is so cool. So I watched all his videos, all of them, in concession over 2 days, I think. And then he did his Accio Deathly Hallows cover, and I was like, what's this rubbish? And then I saw it was linked to another thing. I was like, oh, okay, Charlie likes it, I'll go have a look. And it turned out to be the Vlogpromise, and I was like, yeah, that's really sad. But then I started watching more and more videos, and I found out it wasn't sad at all. It was really cool, and I found a community that I really fit in well with, and all Nerdfighters are really cool. Nerdfighters. And then I introduced it to Fiona, and I was like, oh, you have to watch these videos and stuff. And she was the same as me. She was like, oh, well, John and Hank are weird, but I like Charlie. And then that consist to me and her being obsessed with Nerdfighters, becoming a member of a Ning, watching YouTube videos every day, and then eventually making our own, which we really enjoy doing. So yeah, Nerdfighters for the win.